what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a makeup look for you guys because I've been doing a lot of like reviews and things lately, not so much focusing on the tutorials. So I thought I would do a tutorial for you guys today on this look. I have been loving playing with glitter at the moment, and you guys know I love a good cut crease. If anyone ever tells you you can't do a cut crease because you have hooded eyes, tell them BS. They wrong. You can. And I think I'm a pretty good example of that because I do have hooded eyes and I still do cut creases all the time, and I think they look pretty good. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. To start out, I'm going to be using this Cinch Face Cheat. It's kind of like a primer and a moisturizer in one. And then I'm going to moisturize properly with my tinted moisturizer by Edible Beauty. Now this is tinted, but it won't affect your foundation because it's barely tinted. It's like got a little hint of tint. And then the palette that we're going to be working from today is the Modern Renaissance palette. Oh my lordy, that's a dirty palette. It has a lot of fallout in my defense. I also am going to be using a bit of tape today just to help any fallout, and also so we can get a nice sharp wing. Starting out with this shade here, Burnt Orange. We're just going to run that through the crease and kind of keep it towards the outer third of the eye as per usual. And you really just want to buff that through and make sure it's nice and blended. Then I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I'm going to put that more into the crease and kind of just deepen that up a little bit so that when we cut it later it'll be nice and defined. I just kind of like to go back in windscreen wiper motions back and forth, and I do take it quite far into near my tear duct as well. And now I'm taking a more precise brush just to give that line more depth and almost create like a faux crease, because I have a hooded eye, so I don't really have a crease. So this is just going to add a little bit more depth to the eye and kind of make it like a shadow. It's kind of fake it till you make it kind of thing. And then I'm adding more of that colour to the outer third just to deepen up that part of the eye and give it a bit of dimension. Now we're going to cut the crease. So my little trick is, if you guys are new, I like to just kind of open my eye, and as you can see it looks super messy, but this kind of gives you a guide as to where your hood is going to transfer product. So then I kind of go through with my brush and neaten up that line. This trick is just going to help anyone with hooded eyes, because with hooded eyes you're always going to have that product transfer onto your lid, so you may as well just put your cut crease right up there. And then this shade here is going to be our lid colour. So this is also going to set that concealer and stop it from sliding around. So I'm just patting that onto the lid. And I'm not being too precise about the cut crease at this stage because we are going to go over it anyway with the liner. So you kind of just want to really pack it on and make sure it's nice and intense. I'm then just going to kind of feather that out so it blends nicely and has kind of that ombre fade to it. I didn't really take any product on my brush, I'm just kind of buffing it. Now I'm just going in with Kat Von D's ink liner. I'm just doing a wing, kind of cheating because I've got the tape, but it just makes life so much easier. And because I have hooded eyes, I like to keep it really thin towards the inner corner and then get thicker towards the outer part of my eye, just because I don't want that to be all you see. Then we're going to go in with the Vivid Brights liner by NYX. I've got this bright yellow one, and I'm just carving out that cut crease. So take your time with this, because if you stuff this up, I don't really know how to fix it. And then I found that just to make sure that it didn't sort of smudge everywhere. For lashes, I used the Ardell Faux Mink 108 lashes. And then for my foundation, I'm using my absolute favourite. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. My favourite way to apply this is just with a brush, and then later on I go over everything with a sponge. It just gives me the best result. And Harry was playing silly buggers and making me laugh, trying to concentrate on my makeup. Always clowning around, that boy. So you can see I'm just going back over everything with the sponge just to make sure the texture of it's right and everything's nice and blended. Then I'm taking the NYX foundation stick, and we're going to use this to contour. So as per usual, just doing my cheeks, my nose, and my temples and forehead as well. And for concealer, I'm using my NARS Creamy Concealer. You guys are probably so sick of me using this concealer, but I just really like the finish of it, and it seems to work with basically all my foundations. And so then I'm just blending that out with my Real Technique sponge. Then I'm going to set my under eyes with the Lock-It setting powder from Kat Von D. And lately I haven't really been setting my face. I just use whatever's left over on my sponge to kind of dab over everything. Jumping back into this shade here, I'm just running that underneath the lower lash line while I have the powder on, because that powder will catch any fallout. And you guys know, with Anastasia, their shadows are known for fallout. Now I'm going in with my absolute favourite bronzer. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and it smells amazing. Too Faced really did a good job with this bronzer. It's so good for not only bronzing but contouring as well. Now I'm taking this champagne pigment from Bella Pierre and using that as my highlight. For my cheeks though, I'm going to be using the Pony Unicorn Champagne highlight, because this has kind of been my go-to lately. It's just a perfect champagne-y colour. I love it. So I'm doing all my usual areas. I basically just highlight my entire face. You guys know this. Then for blush, I'm using the Unicorn Candy blush by Pony Cosmetics. And then I'm using my Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick, but I kind of wanted to do a little bit of an ombre effect with the lips. So once I had that on, I went in with the Melted Matte lipstick by Too Faced and popped that in the middle. But then I kind of thought it looked a little bit weird with the two different textures. So I went over the top of everything with the Huda Beauty Lip Strobe, and oh my god, you guys, this is so beautiful. I just sort of tapped that over the lips and oh my god, so pretty. I am obsessed. I love this now. It's my new fave. Then to finish everything off, I'm going in with this Space Jam. How cool is this stuff? It's like putty, but it's glitter. So you don't need any glitter adhesive. You just go straight in there, pop it on your face, and it will stay in place. It won't move around. You won't get glitter everywhere. So cool. And then to set everything, I'm using my Slay All Day setting spray by Gerard Cosmetics. And then you're all done. You're good to go. Alrighty guys, so that is everything. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I certainly had fun playing with a little bit of colour and doing this like yellow moment. However, I will say that while I did really like the Vivid Brights by NYX, they kind of like crack a little bit. So keep that in mind. If you want this for like longevity wear, I'm not really sure how it will go. It definitely is high impact. They're very bright. It's so super easy to apply, like it glides on really nicely. It just kind of cracks. So the formula isn't 100, but for the price point, I mean, it's still good. If you guys are loving my content, then please make sure that you give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Share the video with friends, do whatever you can if you are enjoying my videos. It kind of helps with getting my videos out there, and yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you could do that for me. And don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. That's important. Alright, so I'm going to leave this video there. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video, if not sooner. Bye!